Sony San DiegoCredit, Sony. The initial trailer for MLB The Show 19 was meant to be a tease. As it turns out, most of the details were pretty easy to spot if you've played previous versions of the franchise and are familiar with some of its key modes. Sony released a new video on Thursday to serve as a reveal of the first trailer's Easter eggs. While there are some promising inclusions and upgrades confirmed, there are also some very important features that haven't been included. Let's look at what was confirmed with the Rewind trailer. New Legends MLB The Show 19 credit. Sony originally spotted Christy Mathewson, Jason Kendall, Rob Dibble, and of course Willie Mays, but I didn't see Ty Cobb, one of the game's greatest overall players. According to the trailer, there will be more than 130 legends in the game this year. There is no word yet on how many of them are new to the game. We know there will be at least 5. Defensive improvements. MLB The Show 19 credit. Sony. There will be branching animations for all tags, increased situational awareness for fielders, more good jumps for top-rated defenders and bad ones for lower-rated guys in the field. Also, every error animation has a recovery action that is designed to allow players to react more realistically to the situation. Lastly, the game will feature a bevy of new double-play animations. Conquest maps. Conquest maps can now be designed in new formations. We don't know if this is a customizable feature, or if there is a selection of maps to choose from within the mode. This is something we'll likely learn the answer to on March 14th during the Diamond Dynasty stream. RTTS. New wrinkles. There are new in-game challenges called missions, but nothing more was shared beyond that detail. The Show 19 will also feature a new bus and plane for travel, but this appears to still only be a cosmetic change. The bedroom screenshot is where you will customize your RTTS character, and perhaps most importantly, Sony San Diego Studios has added new personality development. That's intriguing, but I'd like to know what it affects in gameplay. Archetypes have been redone, and I'm hoping that will allow us to create more dynamic players. Last year's system felt a little too restricted. Little Things. Usually, SSDS has a section of their pre-release hype called The Little Things, that was removed from the stream schedule. However, the new celebrations and emotes for negative plays along with the addition of some umpire animations can be filed into that concept. MLB The Show 19 credit. Sony San Diego Studio. Hitting. The trailer didn't talk too much about hitting, but it did mention the game would feature more hit variety. I've never been as much of a stickler for the hitting mechanics, especially in the past 2 years. I just hope the constant tweaking doesn't break a very workable system. The Omissions Legends. We don't know for sure, but it seems as if it's safe to say, the best new legends coming to the series have already been announced. I'd love to be wrong, but if my assumption is correct, that means we won't have Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Ricky Henderson, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Pete Rose or Bo Jackson in the Show 19. Please, no one say, those guys used steroids. I have 2 words for you, Ty Cobb. If someone like him is in the game, with his well-known imperfections most of which are cringe-worthy by today's standards, there is no way Bonds, Clemens, McGwire, Rose, and Sosa should be kept out. I'm hoping their exclusion is the product of not being able to secure the rights to the player's likeness and not a quantification of sins against the sport. Just like the Hall of Fame, MLB The Show 19 would be better if those players were included. It should be noted, it may not be Sony's decision to exclude those players. It could be mandated by Major League Baseball. If it chaps your hide, it's important to know things aren't always what they appear to be on the surface. Online franchise mode. For the second year in a row, MLB The Show 19 will not feature an online franchise mode. The word about an hour or so before the Rewind video posted. That's a major omission, and it's something that will turn off a good piece of the show's audience. Also, it keeps the series behind other sports video game franchises like NBA 2K and Madden that all offer the concept. In the show's defense, NBA 2K19's My League Online struggled mightily with stability this year. Perhaps Sony wanted to prevent its take on the concept from experiencing similar problems. Create a Ballpark. The show has never offered a Create a Ballpark feature despite every other sports video game franchise feature something similar, and its fans requesting it year over year. The absence of the mode hasn't been confirmed, but you would think that if a feature this big was coming, we would have at the very least seen a tease for it by now. With nothing having been shown, we're left to wait until next year, again for this coveted feature.